it and replicating it to me, which indicates that something inside the structure itself teaches that this is what humility looks like. Why do we do that? Maybe I don't know, but what do y'all think? Why do we do that?
I think I think it comes from, again, where we believe and how we was brought up, our environment. A lot of times they said humbleness was real close to being holy, and so the more humble as they say, you are, the more holy you are, the more closer to God you are, because Jesus was a humble servant. So if he was a humble servant, and your goal is to be like him, then you need to be humbled as a servant to the things of God and what's going on in life. And I think that's where it kind of stems from.
But on the other side of that, Jesus walked this earth in boldness.
Come on.
Right? Like, he was like, bring me 2 fish and 5 loaves. I'm finna show y'all something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He did that. And he wasn't like, well, I think maybe I could, I'm not sure, but if you could just bring me 2 fish. He didn't do that. He bring me 2 fish, 5 loaves. Y'all got it? Boom. Everybody eating. Right? Yeah. When he healed people, he did that in boldness. In my Bible, it didn't give meek and mild. It didn't. It gave boldness. And it didn't give arrogance. It was like, I know who I am. I am the Son of God, and I have the power to do this, so I'm going to do it, and that's it. Yeah. We already know who gets the glory because we know who my Father is. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be bold in doing what I've been called to do, because this is what God has given me. This is my gift, so I'm going to be bold about it. Yeah. I'm not going to be... My Jesus was not meek and mild. He just wasn't.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But he also was not arrogant. He didn't put himself above people. He just knew, I can do this. I have the power to do this. It's my time to show up, move out my way, and let me do what I'm called to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's the thing we have to work on, walking in that confidence, walking in that boldness. Because I believe when you really get into the will of God and you make a choice to do what God has called you to do, boldness shows up. It forms. You become more confident. You become more bold in the things of God, and that this is what I'm supposed to do. I think another thing of being humble, maybe I'm just putting it hot out the press is maybe they're unsure what they're supposed to do. Maybe they're not sure where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to land. They're unsure with the relationship with God. They're unsure with their journey. They're unsure what they really believe, and they can be wrestling with that. And so all they know is based on, if I'm humble, I'll still look saved. If I'm humble, I'll still look like I'm anointed and holy. I don't want to be too arrogant, but they haven't landed on what it is they're called to do. I think that's another perspective as well.
Yeah. People definitely have to know and be sure of what God has called you to, because that will create some uncertainty. If you like, I don't know if I'm actually supposed to be doing this. That's going to create a lot of uncertainty, and you're not going to be able to be bold. But when you know, and you know that you know that you know, man, please, I wish I would not be bold. I'm not around on the rocks, baby.
Yeah, and that's